Hello. Hey, Audrey. How's it going? I'm good. It's Saturday. It's actually snowing pretty heavy here. I mean, not heavy, but at least it's like super cold and it is snowing. You said you're from North Europe, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is snowing, so pretty cold. Hey, Drunskill. Good to see you. It's been a long time, I guess. How's it going? How's your guys' weekend? Audrey, you said you are an illustrator, right? Hey Max, I've watched the chart and the animation is on Friday, so it's moved to Saturday. I think, yeah, there was one on Fridays, but I think it's done by Mark and he is I don't think he is gonna do any more live streams, so probably I think Saturday is your best bet. Going great. Awesome. Homework. Concept art. Oh, what kind of homework is like what you have to do this time for concept art? Can you tell me the difference between 3ds Max and Maya? Sure, Dronskull. The difference between 3ds Max and Maya is way more advanced with the tools, and 3ds Max is pretty old software that they use usually in the European countries, I believe. But now everybody is switching to Maya. I mean, you kind of do the same thing both, like in 3ds Max and Maya, so if and so you want to take something, that I would prefer to suggest you to take Maya because that's the industry standard. You're welcome, Max. Android, we're polishing the colors at this point. Oh, I see. So are you intro to concept art, Audrey, or are you like kind of in the advanced level? I see. Okay, good to know because I've only used 3ds 3ds Max only once, and yeah, I haven't I think Maya has more potential, like you have more tools to work around. Still a young one intro. Okay. I see. Cool. And you can learn a lot, and you can you can start like experimenting. Okay, so today I did get one demo reel in my email by Khan Baj at Khan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is his reel. So we can look at his reel and then talk a little bit about blocking. A little bit about blocking. That's not. Yeah, I think Hisoka Khan or something. He's not here, so once he's here, then we can do that demo reel. If not, we'll push it to next day. But today we will just talk about blocking, and potentially do some blocking wise. Thank you. I still come to you bother me on streams. You're not bothering. Thanks for at least stopping by, and even though this has nothing to do with concept art, you still here. Have you ever used Redshift or no? I haven't used Dronskull. I wonder, it's supposed to show like how many people are here. Or something. It's not updating. Huh. Well, we'll wait a bit and then we can start. Have you guys, are you seeing any like shows or stuff on Netflix or elsewhere that are interesting? Any suggestions? The Boys. Okay, is a good Netflix show. Spectra, I'm with the final animation feature and with Mark. Hey, Miss Led. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Cool. What creature are you working on? Like, is it a dinosaur or an iguana? Yes. What kind of animation shot are you going to block? Also, this is going to be saved for later. Yes, this is gonna be saved on YouTube, so or Twitch. You can check that out. You can call me Sarah. Hey, Sarah, what kind of an elephant walk cycle at the moment? Okay, cool, Sarah. Elephants are pretty heavy animal. And did that rig have any kind of like muscle controllers where you can like animate the weight of the elephant, Sarah? You might know this. I need to migrate my vector characters into another 2D animation program. What I could. Max, really? No, I'm not. I don't think I'm the best person to ask about the vector characters in another 2D animation program. There is 2D animation streams going on at CG Spectrum, so I think that's your best bet, like to go and like shoot them a question so they can answer you. HBO Max 15 Zendaya in the lead role. Oh, cool. Awesome. I have some good way today. Cool. I would like to check that out, Sarah. Yeah, ask them, Max. I think you will get help from there. Hey Fatima, how's it going? Welcome back. It's the CG creature rig files. Okay, I really am not familiar with what kind of rigs U Spectrum has, but at least the rigs that my students are using, like, yeah, they're good. So yeah, I haven't checked other rigs. I mean, like, that's what I'll be talking about a little bit today is before you start any shot, you do have to test out your rigs, see like whether this will be useful for you or not for that specific. All right, Drone Skull. It's going all right. I wanted to stop snowing. How was your week? Oh my god. Trust me, even I wanted to be stop snowing. My week was good, Fatima. And yeah, it was a bit hectic week, and then I took a day off yesterday, Friday and Thursday, and then did some bunch of work, like personal work, and then yeah, we can't go out too because it's snowing a lot, and it's pretty cold, so I try to go to the groceries and then just back at home. I'm using Blender. I am looking for rigs. Do you know any decent ones? At CG Spectrum and personally, we use Maya, so most of the rigs are compatible with Maya. I'm not sure if that is any different. Let me just look it up. I think you can export them to Blender. Blender is FBX, right? Do they support FBX? Oh, that's the site for like Blender rigs, Fatima? There is one. Is it called in Alabama? That's been my biggest learning curve, learning the rig, what it can do. Yeah, Sarah. You're from Australia. Eat. Late summer day. Oh, when do you guys start the daylight saving? Because I do have an Australian, I mean, see, Spectrum is an Australian school, so I need to turn my clocks because for us it starts in March. How about you guys? I'll have to like keep track of that time better. And I guess you guys will turn 2 hours back. Yeah, I know Blender Max, but I'm not sure. I mean, there is a way that you can actually convert the rigs to Blender or whatever the site animation dot rigs HTML. This one? These are Maya rigs. Elsa rig. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's so cool. These would be good for like in real. I'm missing something. We are in daylight saving at the moment. Okay, cool. So you guys don't change the clock anytime soon then. We still have to. So then I think I have to adjust to the Australian time. In a few weeks before. Oh, that's the reason. Okay, now I think now I get it. Okay. Awesome audit. And Autodesk is going to people paying for the mine. That's true. That's true. Hey Spectra, finally able to catch one of your streams. I'm in my term 2 of Intro to 3D Animation. Hey Jagger, thanks for stopping by. How's your Intro to 3D Animation? Are you enjoying it? I wonder how to convert Maya to Blender. Not sure. I'm actually kind of like looking at that on internet. I've never done that conversion. But we'll see if there is a way. My husband is American and lives there. Now I got my first animation job that is based in Spain, so I now work, study, and love it in different time zones. Oh my god. That's hard to keep track of. Yep, that's rough. Hey Fernando. Welcome back. I think you've been here once, right? I remember you said you're from Brazil. Period. Blender is best for modeling. Right. Yeah, Blender can actually good stuff. Oh, we can't actually see your link. Or even I can't see it. It just said Blender and then 3 stars. You need 3 clocks in your studio. Yeah, we can't see the link. Cobra. Eddie. I don't know, you have like 3 names. Maybe I'll fix to this. Never heard of any program that can convert Maya to Blender. Okay, good to know. Then I guess you guys will have to use specific Blender rigs to work in Blender. Probably I think people might make more Blender rigs if that's what you guys are enjoying to work on. But industry, we still use Maya, so I guess we gotta just call Eddie. Okay, I guess Eddie, I think we just have to like stick around and wait till they make some Blender rigs. I was actually thinking that they might have. This is a fairly new software. So, any Oh, when I was in school, I used to use a lot of this. Norman, and then I like mod them. Yeah, like I try to like create my own character using the base of this. Hey, Hisoka-kan, yes, I actually pulled out your demo reel. We'll be looking into that. Just waiting for... Yeah, normally looks creepy, right? I will actually pull out a mod that I did not recently, like back in the day, that years back. Actually, that's kind of like Norman, so you cannot even differentiate like that. It's like this because this was designed to like get quick animations and mod. So yeah, do you guys want me to send you this link? Check it out. I know, but I think as it gets harder and harder for studios to get by, I see no reason why they should keep paying Autodesk for Maya for something free. I mean, no matter how much, the studios still have to make their proprietary tools and modify the software, so I think they see more potential in Maya, or like they've been using it for a long time. But if Blender comes with some amazing tools and it's cheaper, then I think obviously the studios will stick to Blender. As of now, still they are using Blender, Maya and Motion Obu. Yes, yeah, Max. Yeah, Norman actually works because it's got simple controllers. Like you can select the hands and the torso and like just animate. So it's pretty easy to like kind of get around. 2.5K for a freelance annually. Wow, that's pretty expensive. Blender grease pencil? Not really. Let me look it up. It's a joke to call Maya's grease pencil the same name. Maya is rubbish in comparison. Oh, well, Maya is pretty old. I mean, you know, like, the more the technology is advancing, people have to step up and learn new tools. And yeah, I think I kind of see a lot of potential in Blender. Like, as I see, like, the lighting, texturing, everything looks way more better in Blender. So yeah, why not? If they're able to do that, then people will slowly, like, use that. And how is it different from Blender? Like, what is something that Maya's grease pencil is pretty much a tool to draw on each frame. That's it. Guess I need to... No worries, Max. Are you at CG Spectrum, by the way? Okay, I think we will jump into okay, I'll just... How do I... Oh, I can't open this in the grease pen, or the... I think it depends how you want it. In Blender, you can bring in the image, maybe even video of the Blender grease pencil, trace it like an Illustrator. You can turn any 3D model, any grease pencil. Huh. I think it depends on... Not sure. Not blue. All right. Alright, let's jump into this. Look at these Hopicons work. Turn. Oh. There we go. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear.
Can I help you?
Why, yes, yes, you can. I'm here to report a terrible crime.
And what terrible crime is that?
My name is On.
Tonight we dine in hell. All right.
Oh,
What?
Number 12.
What?
Charlie.
What?
Charlie.
Why am I on there?
I don't know.
I don't belong on there.
I know.
That's bullshit. You don't put me on a list.
Good stuff.
Can I help you?
Why, yes, yes, you can. I'm here to report a terrible crime.
And what terrible crime is that?
My name is On.
Tonight we dine in hell. All right.
Oh,
What?
Number 12.
What?
Charlie.
What?
Charlie.
Why am I on there?
I don't know.
I don't belong on there.
I know.
That's bullshit. You don't put me on a list.
Cool. I do have a couple of notes. I mean, like, just feedback. You can take it, you can work on it, or you can just leave it. But overall, I kind of noticed that you really like gag type of shots where there is like a gag in every shot that you're working on, and then there is here, it's like the dialogue, but then it definitely have a gag to it. And then this is physical shot or an action shot, right? And then this one again, it's a gag. And again, this also in a way it's a gag. So like I feel like we're gonna probably try and implement in future works especially. Okay, cool. Oh, it's all these are for 11 seconds? But you have a very good variety of work, but I will give you a few like a small advice so that like you can take that either to address or to move on to with another shot and then can address in that. So the thing what I notice is that's cool. This shot is pretty awesome. The one thing that stood out when I was watching the shot is after the girl enters the scene, like he's still in kind of like almost about to tip and fall over. Especially like after he leans forward to be like, who are you? And then in this position, he has to shift his weight onto another foot, and then probably right here he could do something else like kind of lean or lean forward or lean back, but we want this pose to be like right here. So I feel like something like this, like he just like still so leaning to one side and about to tip. So that one note you can address on this shot if and then
Report a
Can I help you?
Why, yes, yes, you can. I'm here to report a terrible crime.
And what terrible crime is that?
yeah. Overall that looks great. The only thing is like you can kind of relax these fingers. Like right now they're like this. So you may want to relax them a little. So like fold these and have more finger changes, so that will automatically improve your posing. Right now the wrist is a little bit broken too, so you want everything low. But you do have like a pretty sweet overlaps and smooth animation. Your reel pretty much looks like Blue Sky style, and Blue Sky is not anymore there, and you do want to speak to, you want to target to the audience and to the companies that you want to work for, because this is very stylized and very like pushed, right? Like everything is very exaggerated moves.
Can I help you?
Why, yes, yes, you can. I'm here to report a terrible crime.
And what terrible crime is that?
And this shot, I think I like almost all of the dialogues,
That.
and this one is something that you may want to work a little, one more physical shot, because recruiters and the companies don't like to see a lot of camera moves. So if you want to put any physical shot, like have a very minimal camera move to show the dynamics of the shot, but you don't want to move it so much that you're kind of missing what's happening. Like it, that there's so much happening, but at the same time, like the reason why we are trying to showcase this physical shot is for the body mechanics. So we want to keep that clear for the recruiter. So your body mechanics, like all the animations that you're working are looking great. But right now you're kind of cheating it with the camera moves. So by the time like he is moving there, the camera is moving, and then like the body mechanics of him kind of like jumping there like is all broken, right? So now the recruiter wouldn't know how can you act like she wouldn't know like whether you really know the body mechanics, or are you using the camera to kind of cheat and manipulate things to just keep moving. So that's why, like, at least on the student level, you can do this as your personal work. Everybody would love it. But if you're basically trying to show this in the demo reel for a job, you want, um, like, example, if you're an artist and you're doing an abstract art, right? If you want to show that, let's say, to get into a university to teach art, you wouldn't show your abstract art as your portfolio, because they wouldn't know like whether you know the basics of like like the basic anatomy study or any kind of thing. So they would be like, okay, we do understand you have a style like abstract art, but we do want to see the basics, right? So the same way you need to treat your demo reel when you're like portraying your skills and showcasing your stuff. You want to, yeah, like maybe like you would cut down all the camera moves and you would know that, oh, is the body doing right thing? Are the arcs right? Is the weight right? And the body um flexible enough to do that. That this fight scene is like all movement. Yeah, I see like you have a lot of stretch and squash and like pretty extreme poses. That's cool. Like you can even get that without the camera move, and recruiters can see that and be like, okay, like he used his rig in a very he didn't limit himself just with that normal rig, like, but he like used it, stretched and squashed and made some smear frames and stuff. So yeah. Um and I'm not a very big fan of this shot. I don't like, do you know like what is the reason you put this? Like is it like a gear change? It's very short to be called dialogue, and it is like it just goes in a blink.
My name is Oz.
Tonight we dine in hell. Tonight.
Oh, it's a very philo. Okay, no. So for example, if you put this shot, this one, and then one body mechanic, 3 shots, that's like enough. Like you would definitely like people would know, okay, he can do a 2-person dialogue, he can do a 1-person dialogue, and then he has a body mechanics. Perfect. Like if the minute you put this, people actually have a good impression on you so far, and then they get thrown away by this shot. So that's why we tend to not put any fillers or to put anything that just to complete that 1-minute timeline or 58 minutes or whatever the timeline you want to fill in, because the shorter the demo reel, the better, with the best work being the first. Yeah, it because recruiters only have a few seconds to kind of give them, you are pretty much giving them the first impression, right? So don't want to take too much time off theirs.
My name is On.
Tonight we dine in hell! Alright.
I like that shot. It has a very good punch to it, like in the end. But check your arcs and animation on this. There's very too smooth and like kind of like mushed out play or something. Like you want to hold the pose. So like, how is he doing that? Right now he's just,
Tonight we dine in hell!
it's like hell. Like it's very like kind of like draggy, right? So you're like hell or hell. Like there should be like a quick motion to the arm, the weight of the thing. So everything seems very swimmy at this point. So use check your arcs, make sure where you can put the weight and where you can kind of push that, amp that timing. I like this one though. Like it's perfect with that the punch, the dialogue, and the gag.
Alright.
Oh,
What?
number 12.
What?
Charlie.
What?
Charlie.
Why am I on there?
I don't know.
I don't belong on there.
I know.
That's bullshit. You don't put me on a list.
Yeah, that's very exaggerated animation, very stylized, so it's all looking good, but it abruptly kind of cuts off in the end, so you don't want that. You either want to finish the shot in a way that you kind of fades out or black out and then put your title card. Right now it kind of like
You don't put me on a list.
like he's talking and
Bullshit. You
then
don't put me on a list.
and then abruptly like boom cuts off. So yeah.
Don't put me on a list.
So I don't know, like they're like, oh, he's about to say something, and then what just happened? So it's a choice. So either you trim the dialogue, like cut it before.
I don't belong on there.
No.
That's bullshit. You don't put me on a list.
You don't put me on that list, and then like just he holds that pose, and then you cut off. So I think, yeah, that's kind of like an abrupt stop. But you do have like some kind of full like overlapping animation and some bridge and squash, like a lot of
What?
things happening.
Charlie.
So
Why am
that's
I on
cool.
there?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
belong on there.
that's overall my small take on that. I think I have to catch up a lot of messages like where
Can I help you?
Why, yes, yes, you can. I'm here to
Using
report a
RIP.
terrible crime.
only work on it.
And what terrible crime is that?
Mm, first one for sure is 11-second. Okay. Quickly shift the weight back. Yes, he has to shift the weight back. The one that I was mentioning. Yeah. Right. Try out other styles. Using multiple cameras better than moving the camera, or it's the same thing. Is using multiple cameras better than moving camera, or it's the same thing? Camera cuts are different compared to camera movement, because you don't want the camera to keep moving because it's very jarring like to the eye. So you can have camera cuts, but not too many again. You can have it like kind of zoom in or like have a cut but like you don't want too much like cut, and again it's like too much to the eye to take it, right? So minimal camera moves and focus more on the animation. That's exactly what the recruiters want to see. So another physical shot with a still camera. Yes. Got a question. Is the same for the game animation recruiters? They only want moves. Kinda, yes, for sure. And again, game animation, they want more cycles and like physical shots, like something like what you have, a fight scene and stuff. So body mechanic shots, so you can put that with minimal camera movements. So yeah, don't go anything overboard. Hey Eddie, yeah, I actually showed some of my work last stream, so you can find my stuff, or I think there should be a link on CGS. Yeah, I could cut it very action shot. Yeah, cut the camera move, like try to like tone it down or like remove some of the moves. You would understand that, oh, what is my character doing? Like you, I know that you have spent a lot of time in like kind of planning out this full action shot, but yeah, there is some things are going by so quick that, especially after this one, he realizes that they're attacking, and then like all gone in like few, there's like so much of blank space. Like if you see, this is an open scene, and then even here, like all of a sudden there's like so much of open scene. So yeah, that's what you get with too much of camera move, because you're missing the character. Like the characters are pretty much performing for us, right, on the stage. So you don't want to take out the character from the scene. You want to have them on the stage. So start with the best, end with the second best, and keep no longer than 1.5 minutes. End with the second best, I mean, I would always do like put all your best, but put your the best in the starting and the second best, then the third best, but like keep going in the line. Like, yeah, people say put the first and the last because recruiters will be like, okay, and then skip. Sometimes it's not that case. They just like kind of sit there and watch, and then they stop. So maybe your second best may not be seen. I would say keep all your best in line. Because I did the same thing. I put my best, my second best, and my least in the last. And I said work in progress, which is like, I'm still working on this. Please don't judge me on the whole overlaps or anything. And yeah. So I got the, okay, I did that. You love Maya? Me too. Thanks for the notes. I'll apply what I can to the current shots. For the future, I'll keep in mind. You're welcome. Where do you work besides CG Spectrum? Are you full-time animation for it, CG Spectrum? I am not full-time. I am a full-time animator for Ubisoft games. So, Max, a great info. Yeah, the fight scene is still in progress. Yeah, so because you didn't put it on the screen, I wouldn't be thinking that it is work in progress. So I would suggest put the stuff that you worked on either on the bottom or in your shot list. But like if you say here WIP or work in progress, then recruiter right away would be like, she wouldn't go into a conclusion of that the shot is final. So it's always better to mention, saying that this is polished shot. Like maybe here you can say like polished, rendered, and keyframe animated by Bajat Khan, and like yeah, and then like here work in progress, and then probably here whatever it is. Like put some information on the bottom. That would help. Have you been animating a long time? Yes, I've been animating for time maybe. Yes, books. I'm still trying to learn how to animate. Having problems with transitioning from one action to another. Like from one pose to another, like one like what is that you're finding a challenge? Okay. I'm gonna talk. Like walk to turn. So, for example, if you're walking and then you wanted to turn, right? So, first, take a reference of yourself walking and then you turn. How would you stop yourself? So, it's all about the mechanics, right? The body mechanics. So, like if you're walking, there should be a purpose why you're gonna turn. Is it you're taking a right turn? Is there something that you turn to pick it up? You need to know what is the purpose of that turn first. So that would actually lead you to be like, okay, I need to like walk, and then which step would I take first, and then stop my body. So the biggest move in your body would be your root, which is the trunk of the character, right? Then you kind of like ease in and then comes to a stop, and then you like turn the direction of whatever the character, whichever way you want it to turn, and then you lead from there. Either walk back or pick something or turn and say hi. It's all up to you. It's all your acting choices. But yeah, like, so if you want to see that in the graph editor, like how to animate and stuff, like I can show that. But yeah, like you need to you can be a little bit more specific about the problem that you have transitioning from one action to another, then I can better help you. So was this demo reel good enough to get internship at places like Ubisoft? I would say half and half. I think you still have to have a solid body mechanics. The one that he has right now may not work for Ubisoft. You get foot slips. Oh, then whenever you take a step, make sure your curves are kind of linear, like they don't slide. So make sure your curves are, if your foot is going forward and then it stops, lands contact with the ground, make sure it's flat. The curve is flat, so there's no movement. So make sure that your curves are flat so that there's nothing sliding on the feet. All right. Let me show an example for the Ubisoft Intern reel. That might actually give you a better idea of what gets you into Ubisoft. I'm currently working on my first section for fun. My class is still looking at run cycle. I was just wondering, I've got the scene set up, but should I animate one character fully, then animate the other, or should I animate both at the same time? So my question for you would be, are the two characters interacting with each other, or they're doing two separate actions but in the same scene. Is light wave free? Does it have rays? I've never used light wave, so I wouldn't. I'm not sure. I guess so. So these are the internship for Ubisoft is called Next. So this is where the winners, first, second, and third place. And yes, I do use mocap. Oh, yeah, I think Eddie or someone was saying that, I don't know. I'm not sure who asked that. But anyways, so for the animation part, he actually works on my team right now. He's an intern. So this is Bruno's shot, and the second and third. All three are great. Who got the internship for Ubisoft or got hired would be him, and we can see why. I'll just guess we'll have. Hey JD, yes, blocking today. So this guy, Bruno, he got the internship for 2021 at Ubisoft, and he's actually on my team working for Far Cry. So that's his, that's the shot that got him into working at Ubisoft. So you kind of see the planning of that shot, right? Not too much camera move, very minimal, just the camera shake, but you can see all the physics of the takedown and him like jumping. There's no crazy stuff going on, and there is a plot to this shot. How is the character entering the shot? Like, I mean, he can still work on that body mechanics of that run. It seems very smooth, right? But he's sneaking in, so he has to be kind of smooth. And then, like, yeah, even that robot, whatever, or not the guard, his root can be like up. Right now his legs are very bent, so that can be, but again, he's an intern. He has great ideas, and we can teach him like more stuff. But at least like the reason like any interns would get picked is for their ideas. How are they thinking out of the box, and how are they actually planning out this whole shot? So now let's look at the second place. He has shown a lot of body mechanics. Spider-Man, right? So amazing. Like that's an like quadruped, biped, and amazing stuff. But the reason why I think Bruno got picked compared to this guy would be the execution of the shot and how you're showing the mechanics, and what is Ubisoft looking for? Is Ubisoft looking for like how are you, we do a lot of takedowns, right? We like for any kind of game there is like takedowns, STPs, like cycles, and then there is cinematics. So if you're doing cinematics, then your animation has to be very, very, very close to kind of real, almost like you working for film or stuff. So like high quality, polished, real. But if you're doing for a game, you want like the whole plot of that body mechanics, and then that's a takedown right there. So he kind of nailed everything in that shot. And I see that the horse is running, and I see the character like doing all its crazy stuff, but there's no purpose of the shot. The idea behind the shot is missing. So I think like at the student stage, the ideas are very, very important. And the third one, he has ideas, but you would know why he didn't get picked compared to Bruno. His is pretty much the same idea of like him taking down this guy, but the physics animation is kind of missing like a lot. So it's if we had to pick between him and the first one with the similar idea of a takedown, the person who already got things like a lot, like his body mechanics are way more better than the third person, right? So it's easier for us to like pick him to train a little bit more than him, because we have to put an extra effort in like just making him learn about the whole body mechanics and stuff. So there you go. These are the 3 examples who got picked and who's now working with us at Ubisoft. Did I miss so much? Congrats to him. Yay, Audrey. They'll be interacting with each other, but I'm not sure at what frame. Okay. Well, if you're not sure about it, then I would say block out both the characters and then start working on one character to kind of in a way, it not till polish, but to an extent where he's looking good, like in a middle ground, and then you work on the second character, and then now you see if all the timing is working exactly same as you're blocking, then you go ahead and sit on just one character and polish, and then you move on to the second. But first you need to have both the characters blocked out with the whole timing right, because if one character is looking great and the other one is kind of off synced, then that would be pretty jarring. Blocking today. Yes, we'll jump into that, JD. Just like someone asked me, like, would the I did just now a demo reel review, and they're saying would that reel get into Ubisoft or not, and I had to pull out this as an example, so you guys have a better idea like what kind of stuff can you put in the demo reel. That would like that Spidey. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Like very fluid and stuff, but his idea is not like there's no purpose why this horse is running, why this is happening. It's like there's no like a story to it. So like where is this building even? Like why is the horse running on a big building? So yes, so first comes your ideas, like your thought process and everything, and then how you're putting that idea and showcasing that is your technical skill. So both should go hand in hand. So the great idea, the better, the skills, the better you have the chances. Oh, it's not SDP, it's called STPs, which are like the stationary like movements where like people, like when the character is kind of like walking around and doing something, right? So those are like the player would be just like going and picking things. So it's just like a normal action stuff in game. Drone Skull, I'm back. Oh, I heard it's a really good thing to have your animation running in a game engine. Yeah, I mean, if you have the chance to. Beggar, I love how the camera follows the character at the beginning of Bruno's shot. Every time the character either advanced and hesitant, the camera also follows, has the movement of the hesitation. Yeah, that's a good catch, Jagger. Yeah, because it's almost like he has his personal cameraman following him, right? Behind. Eddie, the attacks are way weak. Oh, for this one? Bruno shot? How many applicants were there? I'm not sure. There might be a lot, and these three got picked, so. Alright, Maya with the fake button press. Oh, the third one? Yeah. The body mechanics are like kind of... The whole attack seems weaker, and like it's pretty much not working, so... Yeah, and very kind of swimmy and flowy. I mean, if this got third place, probably there could be like a lot of shots that are much more worse than this, but yeah. And then there's like concept art. Okay, Audrey, this is your side. Concept art. So this got the first place. David. And second. This is third. I mean, if you guys want to check this out, I can post this link here on the chat. Check that out. And these are the level design, programming. Technical art. Yeah, this is a cool stuff that you can like take a basis off and see what works. Like like way in the back, as a student, I used to do that a lot. I look at my competitors and what people are looking for. If let's say I wanted to go to Ubisoft really badly, then I would look at the Ubisoft's history. What did Ubisoft make? What kind of games and what are their style? How can I match it with what I can bring it? Item reel so that they can pick me right away. Because if you take Blue Sky style to Ubisoft, be like, hire me, they wouldn't understand, right? So you want to target your own audience and your companies with the style that you hit them. Cyberpunk for the win. No worries, Art. I pride myself that even though I haven't animation, I studied in different scenes in shows, movies, games hundreds of times in the last 10 years. Cool. Wait, are you an animator, by the way? Trying to dissect and understand the movement being shown. That's a good way. Yeah. That's pretty much you have to do to understand what animation is and how can you do better and how to understand the movements. How can you do something that is different from what is being done? Okay? A lot of talking. Now I need to gain my whole strength to go about blocking because we've been putting this off. All right. Let's jump into blocking and answer more. We make such a huge number of games, so they need all kinds of styles for different tasks. It depends. I mean, if you're showing a pretty, like if you say, yeah, like most of like takedowns or cycles and stuff that has to relate to the game, you can get picked. But again, like mostly it's like you sneak in and down, or there's a car chase scene and then you're doing a shoot scene or something, right? So like anything chaotic or stuff will do for a game reel. But it's very basic 2D animation in my primary school basement first. Now Jake Patrick. I'm currently in term 2 of the course. Oh, cool. Wait, you did say in the beginning of the stream that this is your first time joining my stream and you're in the term 2, if I'm not wrong. Oh, cool. Awesome. So you're off to a great start, Jagger. So good that you do have a keen eye, and then apply that on your stuff when you work and when you at least plan out your shots. What kind of tea am I drinking? I'm drinking green tea. I just gotta... I'm talking a lot, so I'm trying to like just more water, tea, warm my throat. We forgive you for putting up for entertain. No worries. I mean, the make racing, fighting, climbing, jumping, a lot of acting. Yeah, pretty much. Like for, what is that? Naughty Dog? Like any kind of those Uncharted games or Last of Us, like you do a lot of like ladder climbing. So you may want to show that. On that note, let me pull out. Hold up. How do I do this? Face scan. A demo reel. So this is a pretty good example for a game demo reel. Man, it's already 7:30. I can... Music. Yeah, this is all hand keyed. there might be a little bit of yeah, there are some cinematic stuff, so like I think there is a little bit of mocap here and there, but you see like that's a takedown, right? You can take this is a professional game reel, but like there's a jump, there's a parkour over there, and the camera is not moving a lot, but just like it's still capturing all the movements. And then this is like him taking bullets, so these kind of stuff is really good to show in your game reel. Yeah, like that's a pretty cool touch to it, right? Yeah, simple background, clear animation is what goes. Yeah. That's about it. So that I think that might give like a bit like better, yeah. All right, let's jump into blocking. Let me some all hand. We do these streams a week. So I have to start watching. Yeah, Eddie, I do this every once a week, every Saturday. That was a dream to work at Naughty Dog. Of course. The slime on his head. That hurts, right? Yeah, but it's an awesome anime. Favorite animation of work. Still feels the. I agree. You'll be okay. That's cool, Eddie. Making animation in wave. Cool, cool, cool. I hope that last one. Wow. I don't know. Gotta ask Jason. Alright, so what is blocking? Blocking is to show clear direction where you're intended to go with the shot. Before I go ahead, is the music too loud? Let me know. I can go ahead and... Nope. Music is fine. Perfect. So what is blocking? Blocking is to show clear direction where you intend to go with the shot. So for example, when you're doing like, let's say a Bruno shot where the character is coming in, sneaking inside, like sneaking in and trying to see if the guards are looking around, and then sneaks slowly and then jumps and knocks the guard down, right? So if you had to block that out, you would be like, do I want to have two cutscenes, or do I have one scene and just the camera flow and all that? So everything, you have to put that on a paper like a thumbnail, or even like just the screenshots of it, and see that this is where you want to start and end the shot. So the intent of the shot should be clear. Try to animate minimal controls, keep it clear and simple, and sell your idea. So sometimes it's very common and very tempting to use all the controllers in the rig to animate, and we sit there and try to block it out, but we are actually like, what if, for example, if you're working on your own shot, you're blocking with all the rigs, all the controllers, and then you think, maybe I didn't like this idea really that much. Like, you do the idea in the planning stage, right? But still, when you come to blocking and you feel like, this motion is not working, this movement that I'm trying to do, but you've already put a lot of animation into it. So like, instead of wasting all that, you want to use just a minimum move just to get that movement and be like, is that working with the character or not? So like you'll be the best judge and make the quick decisions rather than sitting there. And for example, if you're working in the industry, let's say in the blocking stage, you just blocked out, your idea should be clear. You don't want to do it like stick figures, like moving like robots, but your idea should come around clear. But with minimal controllers, you want to block out your motion, and then you show it to the director, and the director will be like, maybe I didn't like that movement, take that out. You've spent, if in case you used all your controllers and did all that smooth animation, you just lost your 4 hours over there, right? So that's why you want your blocking to be rough, like very, very minimal, at the same time clear idea of what you want to show. But like in the animation perspective, it has to be like minimum move or the rough moves, but a clear idea. Planning is your blueprint, and with blocking, start with the foundation first. The biggest moves are the key poses to convey the action or the intention. So like last time when I was talking about planning in my last stream, like I said, how planning is like almost like a blueprint, right? When you're trying to build a house or do any interiors or build anything, a sculpture or something, that's like, this is my idea, I'm going to do this. That's your blueprint. Then how do you take that blueprint and put it to work? Is, let's say you bring in the character and you have your blueprint, I want to do so and so shot. Then you see in that character, is the character getting framed only the bust and the head, or do we see the legs and the root and the trunk and everything? Then if you're seeing the full body, the biggest move is your root, because that's where the whole weight shift and everything you can show. So block that out first. If you're straight ahead, then you block out sections by sections, like the biggest move first. If you are pose to pose, then block out the poses, strike that pose, have a good weight and foundation to that pose, the key poses to convey the action and the intent to why that pose is there. And then you need to build a solid foundation and frame. So you need the right tools. Now it's time to understand which tools are best for the shot. Show and convey idea with the least amount of work. So now, since we have got the blueprint and now we started working on the shot, now we look at the rig. And what are the controllers I can use? Because there will be so many spine controllers on the rig, and you're like, do I use all, or can I use only 2 and still convey the idea and the movement of that character? So that's the reason I said that. So yeah, keep it simple, get your ideas straight, and don't do too much of don't jump and do too much of polishy animation or like refining the movement, but keep it simple and clear and get the idea right over there. The things when blocking a shot: how does the character serve the story? What is the most important part of the shot? Where can I provide resting points for the audience? Like we have seen in the first demo review, there is so much going on, but he used the character to stop, to use his ear, the character ears, to kind of like sense where is the person getting attacked, right? So that's like a breathing point where he's like kind of resting with all that chaotic movement going on. So that could be like a good example where can you use and where can you provide that resting point? And is there a place to show thought process? And what is the status of the character in the shot? Is he a big guy, small guy, powerful guy, weak guy? Status is very important in a shot. So yeah, I think who is that's working on two person shot? Yeah, Jagger. Yeah. So you said you're working on 2 characters, right? So you need to like compare that. Is the one person character is like having a high status or like a low status, or what is it? Because of that status, it kind of motivates you to like, what kind of personality can I give this character that like, can I make him portray, like project more forward? So everything goes into like into your head, like how can I animate this character in a way that I'm conveying my idea straight? Because if you don't have your status, or you don't have the background of what this character, where is this character coming from, and why this shot even exists, then you're just animating for the sake of animating, and then you're just missing the point of just making everything look like a shot, right? Like believable characters. You miss that point, then it just looks like you're just kind of moving things like puppets on the screen. Animate the main controllers. So animate the root, which is biggest movement in the body, then the torso, the neck, head, feet, legs, shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. So go step by step and make this list, and after you block out things and kind of you go and check, am I moving every part of that body to get that movement right? Plan out your key poses and thumbnail your sketches. Pose your characters with the strong poses, convey clear idea. And time out key poses in the timeline. Timing is important. Timing is key. Timing is very, very, very important, because especially the post-to-post animators, when they do the keys and then they change it to spline, everything looks so like swimmy and like kind of slow-mo from going to pose to pose. So you need to understand, how am I holding that pose? Am I having my breakdowns or in-betweens in there to just get that movement right on time, right? Have breakdown poses between key poses, and polish timing by smoothing out the curves in the graph editor. I said polish the timing only, not the movement of the characters. It's the timing, how you want that timing to be. Is it snappy? Is it smooth? Or is it quick? Like, timing is important. Timing is your key in your blocking. Keep that in mind. Like, that's, if you get your timing right, even if the character didn't have awesome animation, it still conveys the message. Animate the biggest moves and the base movement. So for example, if you're doing torso up, there's no root, then your biggest moves would be like either chest or like head, that is always leading things. And don't be tempted to add in the details, because you're here to sell the point or sell the idea, and nothing is set in stone. The shot might get ripped by the director, so use blocking to convey the idea of the shot with the timing, but not to polish it. The end. That's a pretty short notes on blocking, so just keep that in mind. And when you're blocking any new shot, have this so that your blocking will be much stronger. If your base is stronger, your blocking is stronger, then you fix to that idea and you wouldn't be changing. So you will commit to that specific blocking, right? So your blocking is very, very, very important. Makes a lot of sense. Yes. Thanks, Dronskull. Hey, Taryn. It's been a long time. How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. Who asked about transition before? There is a whole tutorials on CGS Spectrum YouTube on just that. On what? On what? Do you use the hips in the blocking, or do you stick to the COG alone? Center of gravity. I think no, you use the center of gravity alone. And then probably you kind of use the hips just to like kind of use the direction of where it's going, but center, like COG is the biggest one. I just started reading acting for animes. I've only like 50 to 60 pages, and I've already changed the way I think about animation. Cool. Can you create particle effects and characters in Maya? Particle effect, yes, you can, but I don't know how to. I've never created them, but yes, you can. And the industry leading softwares, pretty much anything you need. However, Houdini is used a lot for particles, fluid, and smoke. Yes, that's true. Houdini is kind of like pretty popular right now, and you get pretty high quality effects compared to just Maya particles. Can you give us an example of holding a pose and then the second one that starts with the B pose? Sure. Dinner time for kiddos. Oh, thanks for good tips. Sunday and next week. Thanks, Fatima. See you next time. Have a good dinner. How can I answer you, Max? Well, I gotta open a shot, so let me open one of my students student shot, so that way it can be like he has line. And don't save. Right. Taking a long. All right. So. Oh, no worries, Taryn. Yeah, sometimes work can be overwhelming. I had a pretty rough week as well. I don't know, some Max could. I think I can teach yourself Houdini and Maya for sure. Oh, thanks, Audrey. Yeah, I hope so too. All right, so I think I kind of got it. What is that Max is asking question about, like from a pose to pose? Like, for example, this is my student Paul has done this animation, and it's you got everything like animation, but it's kind of going from pose A to pose B. Like things are like kind of stopping there, right? So So going from this pose to this pose, that's like a very A to B, right? So now going from A to B, I would want to think about, okay, what is he doing there? Going from here to here, he's just like lifting his head. But here actually in the sound, he says like a growl. So in that growl, just going from A to B wouldn't be a it's not like a big change, right? So we want that growl. So then from here to here, I want to see, okay, what is leading that move? Like biggest move. Like my torso is moving, then my chest is following it, then my head is overlapping. So I would first go here, and then I do my biggest move. Then I will go ahead and I use the secondary, then the third one, and then whatever the move I have, then I will make sure that this is overlapping. So all three are not just moving like robots, but like I first make this move, then this would overlap, this, then the head, like it kind of like, so for example, select these three controllers. What is the move? RX. So select the RX and then see what it is doing. I already see some are not working, so make sure that that's the move, right? So this is the end pose for so that's like close, open. Oh, that I think I selected not that. I'm just like keeping it pretty simple, so we'll have all the three the same move, right? So right here it is closed and then it opens. So right now all three curves of this root and the torso are doing the same moves. Then we deselect this one and we want this curve to kind of delay. So if this moves, this has to kind of like take some time before it goes back, so you get that cleaner like overlap animation better. So either 1 or 2 frames, and then I go here, and then this would be 3 to 4 because it is overlapping with this one. So let's say look that, this, so like X, this, so now you see, right? The one is moving. We didn't move the other one. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, now it is like it opens up better because this is making the biggest move and then this one. So now we can go ahead and kind of have that as a bigger move, then smaller. So yeah, I don't know if we if I'm answering your question, I'll animate, so then you might like look at like my workflow and see. But I actually work in like straight ahead and in layered, where I use each part to see like what it is doing. Right now, like because he's lifting his torso like up, but then his root is coming down. So I'll be like, I didn't like that move. So I go ahead and is that the one? Yeah, cheesy. I'll go ahead and be like, you're not supposed to come back. Just stay there wherever you are. So I go ahead and I address that. So now he lifts his chest and then he's still there, but then he comes forward when he slams the table. So I kind of like look at all my curves and make sure that they're pretty clean, so that they're not doing any funky moves here and there. I have to like make sure all my up and down, side to side, everything is working and it's not creating any kind of like issues, and keeping it pretty clean. So you're not doing side to side and like kind of forward. So everything, if it's like moving all at once, things get crazy. Yeah, that's true, John Skull. Yeah, YouTube is only there to like kind of give you a idea, but you do need definitely a mentor, because for example, I'm doing a basic reviews on your shots right now, but in the classes, in the courses, there will be a lot more in-depth analysis of your shot, and then I will guide you like taking a shot from starting to the finish. So yeah, this is like you can use YouTube as like a starting point. I'm sad about Disney shutting down Blue Sky. I know. Do you normally block in stepped? No, I don't block in stepped. I block in layers. So I'm already, from the beginning, I'm in spline. I have a question. Do you use animation layers? Yes, I do use animation layers. At work, I do a lot of animation layers. And personally, I don't use that much unless and until like I'm not sure about that and I wanted to add in a layer of animation on top to just make that movement right. But usually like I'm kind of committing to the base layer, everything. Yeah, mentor sounds better. Mentors, yeah, because especially like when you keep working on the same shot, you really don't know where you're going, and then you want someone to like kind of give you feedback and kind of guide you, right? Yeah, mentors are expensive. I have Pixar just... All right. I hope like I think I answered, but if you guys have any other questions or things, ask me. You guys have another 2 minutes before I switch off the stream, but next week we can do some animation or like do something more fun. I don't know. These I kind of planned it on the go in the last minute, but I hope it is informative and you guys are learning something, I guess. Not, at least I'm here to check. But yeah, that is sad that the Blue Sky is shut down, and as I tell my students that the studio shouldn't be a big hurdle to stop your dreams from pursuing, because studios are only the tool, but your talent is in your hands, so make use of it. Do your own stuff. No questions, but thank you for the stream. It was. Oh, thanks, Audrey. Thanks for stopping by. I'll try to see if I can gather some concept art stuff. Like today we've seen like some Ubisoft, so ArtStation is a really good place for you. There will be like a lot of stuff over there. And I would love to see your progress concept art too. Check out your previous videos. Cool, Eddie. You started with the same timing and offset a couple of frames until it looked right. Yes, pretty much. Thanks for the stream, Spectra. Definitely go to try. Drop. You're welcome, Jack. Anytime. And I hope you block out your new shot, 2% dialogue or 2% shot. Good luck with your animation. So what classes do you teach at CG Spectrum? I teach Advanced Animation and Intro to 3. Yeah, and anything to do with like demo reel as well. But so far I don't have a demo reel, but I'm still looking for people that wants to work demo reel stuff with. Audrey, oh, can't wait. Yes, love ArtStation. Offset body parts, that's it. Yep. Work is not good yet. No worries. Here nobody is there to judge anybody. It's like art, any level, we are here to learn, right? Aaron, yesterday was the first day of the new year in the... Oh, that's true! Wait, you're from Korea. Happy New Lunar New Year. Sorry about that. Happy New Year, Taryn. I hope you had good, delicious food and prayed for your... or bowed for your ancestors. Did you get money? I heard that one of my Korean friend, my Korean best friend, she was telling that they have to like bow down to their elders so that they give like money. So I was like, that would be a stressful New Year's for elders, because every young person that bows to them would have to give them money. So it's like, I was telling my best friend like, oh, you're older to me, so you better give me money. I'll bow down to you. Yeah, I hope you had a good one and you had good food. It's very different from Chuseok, right? Because I do know Chuseok, like that's Thanksgiving. Korean Thanksgiving. Okay, now more working in stepped for me. I can now see why. No more working. Yes, because it looks very swimmy, Max. And happy Valentine's Day. Yes, it's tomorrow. Oh, it's 2 a.m. over there. Where are you from, Eddie? I think maybe you might have mentioned, and there's so much that I have to keep track of these tech messages. That's true, for real. $1 for the kid. Yeah, I mean, still the older people, they get a lot of stress from this, because I heard like any Asian country, like Chinese, Vietnamese, Koreans, like you guys have to like prepare the food like a day before, like so much food to like kind of offer it to your ancestors and like do some prayers and rituals. So that must be a hectic lot of work. And but it's a celebration after all, right? Yeah, I actually consider myself half Korean, so I know a lot about Korea. Sweden. Oh, cool. Awesome. All over the world. All right. Thanks for stopping by, guys. And as always, it's always fun to have you guys around and talk about animation. So if you guys have any other doubts, save them for next time because I'm almost out of time, and I will catch you guys up next time. Twitch, on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching from, and have a wonderful weekend. Celebrate your Valentine's Day and happy Lunar New Year, all my Asian friends, and yeah, stay safe and healthy. See you guys next time. Bye.